Start with the back of the Sun, shall we? You mentioned it before the break, Nat. Special brew. Newcastle have offered Bruno Guimaraes £200,000 a week to keep him out of the clutches of Real Madrid, Barcelona and Liverpool. Sun Sport understands the Brazil ace is close to signing a new long-term deal, and the Geordies are not concerned over recent links to some of other big clubs across Europe, so that's good news for Newcastle United. I like this story also on the back page of the Sun. Manchester City is the headline. Edison is banking on his lucky underpants, helping Man City win the treble. He wears the same smalls for every single game during his season, and it's rewarded him with 7 league titles in 8 years, while at the Etihad and previous club Benfica. The same pair of pants, Gabby, for every single game. Were you a little bit superstitious like that?
Not
Same
at
pairs
all.
as not
Not
at all.
at all,
Maybe
my
you should have
friend.
been, Gabby.
I know. I would
you
want
scored
some
even more
titles.
goals at Aston Villa.
No, but I can see why people do have them superstitions. So yeah, good for him.
So you're saying he possibly has had those pants since 2015?
Yes.
Lovely.
But I'm sure, obviously, he'll obviously wash
totally,
them.
but
I think we should put.
you know,
we should put.
You think so?
You know, well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you, Gabby?
You never know, man.
He might think that's
not
lucky.
know.
That's the real story. Does he wash them?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I will find that out for you
Please
before
do.
10 o'clock today.
Please
You mentioned
do.
there Mason Mount. It's the story across a lot of the papers. Also, Telegraph saying that Man City are speaking with Mateo Kovacic as well. So it could be Mount to Man United and maybe Kovacic going to Manchester City. This picture puts a smile on my face. Ben Stokes with a big smile on his face. Fit and firing is the headline. Ben Stokes has warned Australia he is fit and ready to tear into them in the Ashes, just like he did in 2019. But I want to talk to you, Natalie, if I can, about a story or an interview in the Times this morning. Have you seen it? Thomas Frank has been speaking with Alison Rudd, your beloved Brentford manager. The headline, it would take something special to entice me to leave Brentford. Alison says Frank is often linked to clubs in need of an astute coach, but he appears to have little interest in joining a dysfunctional club, no matter their stature. He goes on to say, you never know if I'm going to be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 10 years. I am very, very happy where I am, and if I ever have to do something in the future, it would need to be something special. Look, quite often, if the top 6, or maybe now even top 7 if we include Newcastle, if they want something, more often than not, they get what they want. And Thomas Frank is doing an unbelievable job at Brentford. But do you think, given his incredible relationship he has with the club, the fans, could he be a little bit different? That maybe if Tottenham come calling, let's say, in the summer, he might say, no, Brentford's my home and I'm going to be loyal to Brentford.
I think ultimately it would have to take something exceptional for him to leave, and I think it would be a discussion. I think, all right, I can see you doing the money, Gabby. I know what you're saying there, a little
double his
money
wages.
gesture. Of course, but that's like any person in any job, in any
of course.
walk of life, you know, money talks.
Yeah.
So you couldn't begrudge him if it means he would move on and it would set up his family for life. Of course you wouldn't begrudge that. I'd be upset if he left. I really don't want him to leave. I love him, and I think he is so loved at the club as well. I mean, I've had conversations with him personally as well, where I always have a yearly check-in. Are you staying with us still? And he told me the same thing about it would take something very special, and he knows he's got something very special at Brentford that he's helped to cultivate and build amongst other people. And to start again at another club would be very hard, I'm sure, and he'd then be needed. He knew he would need time. Say it was Tottenham, and I don't know if Tottenham would give him that time.
So when you say special, I mean, are we then talking about Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal? Are we then saying if Spurs come calling and say we'll give you £150 million to spend, we'll double your wages? Because that Spurs at the moment isn't special, Gabby, is it? Is that fair?
You don't think so, Sam?
Would you say special to leave Brentford for Spurs?
No, I don't. I feel that I wouldn't, if I'm Thomas Frank, go to Spurs at the moment. You know, a lot of problems, no sporting director, how much money you're going to have to spend. I think if I'm him, I'm waiting for a bigger job than Spurs. Stay at Brentford, you're doing an outstanding job there. A little bit more investment. Why can't Brentford, push for Europe next season? They were so close.
They were this season.
No, that's what I mean. They were so close. They can do it again.
Yeah. And those lucky pants didn't help Edison, did he? So because we did the double over them as well. There you go.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.